US President Donald Trump has said he is pausing attacks on Iran's energy plants for 10 days at the Iranian government's request and said the talks with Tehran are going very well. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said that he is pausing the period of energy plant destruction by 10 days to Monday, April 6th. He further added that despite erroneous statement to the contrary, the talks with Iran are ongoing. Earlier, Trump held his first cabinet meeting since the Iran war, where he spoke at length on various aspects. He said Iran is begging to make a deal with the US, this even as he reiterated obliterating Iran's navy, Air Force, missile arsenal and defense military base.
Smaller version of what we're doing now. We're crushing their missiles and drone stockpiles, destroying their defense industrial base. We've wiped out their Navy completely, their Air Force completely. We've wiped out a large percentage of their missiles. And the missile launchers, without the launchers, the missiles don't do.
Trump also said that Iranian leaders are finding it hard to communicate with each other as their first and second tier leadership is gone.
Nobody's a match for the United States, but they're not a match for the United States. It's small potatoes. That's why I'm so disappointed in NATO, because this was a test for NATO. This was a test. You can help us. You don't have to, but if you don't if you don't do that, we're going to remember.
Trump said that Iran now has the chance to abandon their nuclear ambitions. He warned that US is Iran's worst nightmare and that Washington can keep the strikes going unimpeded.
They now have the chance, that is Iran, to permanently abandon their nuclear ambitions and to chart a new path forward. We'll see if they want to do it. If they don't, we're their worst nightmare. In the meantime, we'll just keep blowing them away, unimpeded, unstopped. Well, there's not a thing they can do about it. They can't do anything about it, I tell you, if they could, you'd be hearing about it. You'd be hearing about it. You don't hear anything about it.
On the Strait of Hormuz, Donald Trump said the US doesn't need Hormuz to fulfill its energy needs. However, he added that it will require 100% success to open the strait. Even one missile hitting a billion-dollar ship is unacceptable.
The problem with the Straits is this. Let's say we do a great job. We say we got 99%. 1% is unacceptable because 1% is a missile going into the hull of a ship that cost $1 billion, right? So 1% is we can't. If we do a 99% decimation, that's no good.
The US president also told reporters that taking control of Iran's oil was an option, but said that he would not talk about it. He further claimed that Tehran's present to him was allowing 10 big boats of oil to pass through the strait.
There are 8 boats that are going right up the middle of the Hormuz Strait. 8 big tankers are going loaded up with oil right through. And I said, well, I guess they were right. And it ended up being 10 boats. All right. I hope I haven't screwed up your negotiations, but I thought it was appropriate to say, because I did taunt you the other day by saying they're going to give us a present.
To discuss more on the escalating West Asia war, we were earlier joined by Dr. Wael Awad from New Delhi. He's a senior international journalist and political analyst. Listen in to what he had to say.
The United States is deceiving the public opinion globally, actually, by saying that they are going for the negotiation. And that's why you see different statements from President Trump from now on, every time saying 5 days, then 10 days, then maybe 1 month, all because he wanted to make sure that most of the American Marines and all the mercenaries that they have collected from Latin America and elsewhere, they wanted to join the war on the ground assault on Iran, because the strategy has been put that they wanted to go for some kind of, creating an enclave within Iran from different corners of the Iranian borders, either Azerbaijan, Kurdistan, Afghanistan, or Pakistan, or even Saudi Arabia. So therefore, we may be thinking that the situation is more volatile rather than the American trying to find a solution, because the 15 point that the American have sent, the Iranian have answered that 15 point. But as you know also, that elephant in the room is Israel is not interested in any of these points, and they have already raised objection to Trump's plan of ending this war. And that means exactly that the IDF, or as per Prime Minister Netanyahu said, the IDF will decide the future truce or the plan of a ceasefire.